Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to another Genshin Impact reaction. Today we have a Narcissus Lullaby. This was requested by Gradient in the comments section and like 20 other people agreed. So here we are, and let's go! I can't remember if I've heard anything off this album yet. I know it's one of the like newest, if not the newest ones. Well, so far this is just delightful, so it's gonna be one of those songs I'm gonna hate how short it is. This is just gorgeous. Ooh, ooh. All right, the change there. It was a nice shift. Another I'm so quiet because I'm listening to all these beautiful little changes in here. It flows so nicely. It's like a dream sequence almost. It's so bright. Such an optimistic sound. Well, that was just delightful. Okay. So if I may be so bold, I think that is the most Yu Peng Chen song I've heard since his departure. And that is obviously a huge compliment coming from me. I love his work, and I love the work that has been coming out since his departure, of course. A lot of the stuff in the Fontaine area, especially that I know he didn't really have a part in, is beautiful, and this song is probably the one that feels the most like that old energy to me, at least so far. I'm hearing a lot of similarities in the flow, the overall beat structure, the rhythmic pulse of this song feels very much Yu Peng Chen. And while it might seem negative to compare a new composer to somebody who's basically made the bedrock that everything else is kind of built upon, I think that is only if you look at it that way. I think that, like I said, it's a compliment to say that somebody got this close to that initial vibe, because that can be very hard to do. Recapturing that lightning in a bottle is an extremely difficult and high intensity task. You cannot hope to recapture that lightning essence. You have to just do what you believe is right in the moment and hope that it gets close to feeling the same and having the same structure and same overall energy. But there's definitely an inherent organic sense of vibe that you just cannot emulate no matter how hard you try. But I think that feeling largely boils down to this song feels warm, inviting, very pleasant, whereas a lot of the other ones from the Fontaine area especially, they just had a completely different vibe. A new area wouldn't be trying to hit those same location-based motifs that were made prior unless they're making a callback to something within that new area. So having a completely different sound makes sense. With this one, I'll be honest, I don't know if this is a new area or if this is a collection of like broader like in-game music that's used in more generalized overworld stuff, battles, or story beat level things, less centric on the location itself, but they could be from the new area for all I know. But it's very nice to hear this evolution of the music, something that feels familiar, but you can still tell isn't exactly the lightning in the bottle. It's more of like the resonating thunder afterwards. You know, it's still there, it's still in the bottle, but it's not exactly a carbon copy, and I think that there's a beauty in that inherently. The composition overall with this song is absolutely gorgeous. It feels so dreamlike, floaty, and ethereal. It's so bright. It's really dreamlike is the best word, I would say. Everything from the little music box chimes in there, the voice, the strings all throughout. Even that one spot where it kind of cranked the notes a little bit and went a little bit more on the minor scale still felt beautiful in a way. Like, I thought it was going to take a darker turn. That's kind of why I reacted the way I did. But then it just kept itself bright and happy. It just utilized that knock to kind of bring you back to a center, and that's something that I wouldn't expect to hear because I'm so used to hearing those sorts of changes acting as an entire thematic shift in the song itself, rather than just being, here's a little bit of something different to almost act as like a crack in an otherwise perfect piece. It just has to show a little bit of that imperfection in order to let you know that this isn't just raw, pure, gorgeous. There's something still happening in this piece. There's still a story to be told here, and it's not just all sunshine, butterflies, and rainbows. There's just a little bit of something. Whether that's sadness, pain, grief, etc. is completely up to the context of the moment that this song plays during, but it definitely feels like something that would play during a recollection scene, like a memory lapse of some sort, just going back over something that they've already been to, or talking about something in their past that made them happy, largely, or even a little bit sad. Maybe there's like a bittersweet energy to this, because it does feel that way, and there's something with that dreamlike aesthetic that does pull in that bittersweet feeling, because it almost has a nostalgia that comes with it. Even when you dream stuff and you wake up and you're like, that was a really nice dream, I wish I could go back to that. That's kind of what I'm getting off of this song. So overall, gorgeous piece, fantastic sound, really impressed with how much it sounded like the original tracks that Yu Peng Chen made, and I love that that is still largely intact, even though he has moved on to other projects. That energy is kind of what made Genshin's music. Having that roadmap of tone and overall energy is an insanely privileged position for these new composers to be able to pick that up and run with it. And you know that they're going to be, especially with works like this and all the stuff in Fontaine. They're not dropping the ball anywhere. It's just a matter of seeing this, hearing it, and having almost, in its own way, a respect of what was before. It almost ties into the nostalgia of this song as well. So I think that's beautiful. But enough getting sappy. I think that's about all I'll say for this one. So thank you all so very much for watching. Thank you to everybody who recommended I get to this one, and I'm really glad that you guys let me get to this one. It pulled out something in me I haven't felt in a while, which is always really nice. But if you have any other songs you want me to get to, go ahead and leave them down in the comments below, and I will do my best to get to them. And otherwise, if you liked hearing me yap about this, and you want to hear me yap about more, go ahead and give me a follow, like, subscribe, comment, and all that shit. And I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye!